me get everything set up here. We are just racing around here. It is the speed of light right now at this point. The comet, it's right there on the left-hand side. We are in between some trees right now, and the comet on the camera on the right is going to be this one right here. What I need to do is I just got to get this thing in focus. So just give me 1 second. I want to get this in focus as we are just waiting to get this set up here. So just give me 1 second here. We're almost in focus here. There we go. All right. There we go. We are in focus now. So the camera on the right is in focus. You can see it right here. It is bright. It is nice. Yeah, it looks super clear here, except the comet's just too freaking low in the sky. That's the problem. That's the problem that we're having, is it is too low in the horizon. Alright, let's see if we could save some of these images here. Hang on. Okay. I don't know why it's like slow here, or why it's not updating. That's what he said. Well, I don't even care. I'm going for it. I don't even care. I'm having fun regardless. I'm going for it. I see it. There's going to be a little bit of a gap here in a second here. I'm just trying to get this all ready to go here. So it's right behind the trees. I mean, we're doing good.
Waiting
Oh,
for
shoot, I
pairing.
didn't mean to do that. I hit the wrong button there. wrong way. Right there. That should do it right there. Just getting the left camera on focus here. A little bit more. It's right in the middle there. There it is, right there. We're a little bit out of focus. We're trying to get it focus here. There we go. That's in focus right there. That's perfect. Stars are pinpoint now. And of course the camera on the right, I can't do much. But the camera on the left, we're taking images as we speak, so that's a good thing. The stars are absolutely pinpoint now, so now that's it right there. So that's fantastic. There you go. I just wish we would be able to get a break here. And all these things, these are all branches. What can you do? No, we're not going to stop here either. We're gonna catch some objects as soon as we're done with this. The way it's going here, we should get it right in this area right here. Yes, I am live, Ron. I am live, and we are getting the comet as we speak, just through some trees, which is always lovely. So we get to watch it move. Well, the trees move anyways, because we're tracking as we speak. Major clouds every night. Ouch. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Was out here 2 nights ago, and we got NGC 7380, and then we went and turned around and got Cedarblad 214 and NGC 7822. So these were 2 hydrogen emission nebulas that we got. Tonight, I wanted to race out here before it got too low, and unfortunately, this is as high as it's gonna get. It will not get any higher than this, and it's moving further and further over, which does not help me. It's going to continuously keep going west, southwest, and it's going to keep moving along with also it going south. So, fortunately, this is as high as it's going to get, so I'm going to have to try to shoot it through branches. Not much I can really do. But that's okay, because if I can get one good shot of it right here, I think we'll be in great shape. And it looks like there's another one over here, so the way it's moving, should be in good shape. Yeah, well, unfortunately, these trees are not in my yard. They are in the neighbor's yard. This is the comet that I can never get anything to cooperate. Well, actually, we might get it right here. Give it a minute here. Let's see. It's pretty bright. I mean, I'm shooting this, and again, it's not, so the numbers up at the top are not right. The Meade, we're shooting 5-second exposures. The one on the right, we're shooting 20-second exposures. So we're shooting very, very, very short. Well, yeah, and then, Ron, you wouldn't have any shade. If you cut all the trees down, you wouldn't have any shade. Which, that wouldn't be fun. Alright, here we go. We're going to get it right in this little section here. This is probably the best section of between the branches. Come on, here we go. And as long as I can get about 3 or 4 of them, I'll be in great shape. So we're taking 5-second exposures here at 20 gain. There we go, look at that. That's perfect. Look at that. That's super bright. That's awesome. Look how bright that is. That's... Yes. And we're getting a little bit of the tail, too, which is right down here. So that's great. That's what I wanted. So then that way I could be able to take 3 or 4 of them and stack them and see what we get. We gotta make with what we got. The magnitude on this now is about 2.4, 2.3 plus, of course. It's positive. Yeah, Marcus had some great success. I have been failing miserably over the last 3 to 4 weeks of trying to get this thing. But we're getting it, and that's all that counts. And these are unguided, so we haven't even turned on the guider for this because it's such short exposures. No. It never did get to naked eye. It never did. If you were in a super dark sky area, yes. But even when it was at its super brightest, you could get it with a cell phone. That's what I did last Friday. I got it with my cell phone. So you can get it, but now it's getting dimmer and dimmer. So I'm using a monochrome camera on the left to get this. And then the camera on the right, I'm getting it, but not all that great on the right. Really hoping that we can get it with no more obstructions, but I think we're just about going into more trees. But everyone's good. Everyone is good. If I can spell today. There we go. Well, and I will. Am I ready for homeschooling? Well, we did homeschooling the last 3 months of last year, school year. So right now the comet's sitting at 27 degrees above the horizon. And it's going to continuously keep getting lower and lower, but also moving east. Well, that's cool. Friday and Saturday. Oh, yeah. Looks like we're getting away from the actual trees here, and we might be in good shape. Give it about another, like, 15-20 minutes. We might be able to get a good shot of this. I'm looking at this. We might be in good shape. Yeah, and it's a mole. Welcome. Well, that's cool. Exactly. Friggin' trees. Friggin' trees. Although, looking at this looks to be... We might be in good shape here. Let's see. We'll just have to just wait. We'll just listen to music. Just relax. And just see what we could possibly get. It's not an eyepiece camera. This is it's a monochrome camera. It's got a filter, and you're looking through a luminance filter. Yeah, so these two are cameras, Astro cameras. So you have the Meet monochromatic camera on the left, and then the QHY, which is a colored camera, on the right. I think the camera on the right is a little out of focus, but I could probably fix that. But you could see the tail on the camera on the right. And the camera on the right has perfect pinpoint focus. I mean, that's super bright. I mean, that's pretty awesome. It's a dual setup too, so what this means is that it's a dovetail bar that's going left to right, and then I have two telescopes on each side. The one on the left, and I actually should write this in here. I technically should. The one on the left is... Actually, you wanna know what? I think that's what I'll do. Now that I think about it, I might as well do that. So this way, I don't have to keep repeating it, and people want to know, what equipment are you using? So let's see, 61 millimeter. Well, I have caps lock on. Helium optics. Apo means refractor. Oh my god, I got caps lock on again. Can't type right now. Too fast because I got the laptop on the other side of the desk. There you go. And then move this over. is an 80 millimeter. Now, with that being said, now the one on the right also has... Ah, darn it, I didn't mean to do that. Can I... There we go. Also has a focal reducer. Okay. Luminance filter on the left. And then sky glow filter. Oh, we're just about out of the trees here. We're almost there. Well, yeah, 100 millimeters. Yeah, that should be fine. Ah, just kicked the laptop. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, focus is actually not too bad. What I might do is I might turn on the guider, actually. You know what? That's what we're going to do. I think we might turn on the guider. I mean, we're only taking 22-second exposures here. It's actually not too bad. Yeah, we're going to have to turn on the guider because I don't want this to move too far off the screen. Alright, that's what we're going to do. Because we're just about out of the trees here. So I'd rather have this guiding, so this way we don't have any problems. Oh, that's going to be hard to guide, actually. I'm sorry. We'll have to wait till we get out of the trees here. Because guiding's going to be a little tough. But we're just about out of those trees. We're so close. Which means I might be able to increase the exposure a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we might be out of these trees. We might be able to catch this comet. Oh, yeah. As the famous Ron would say, all right. All right, let's change the exposure here. Let's go to 10 seconds here. Oh, that's bright. Oh, wow. Look at the tail. That's crazy. Let's increase the exposure on the camera on the right. Here, let's see. Let's go to 45. And we still gotta wait. Almost out of the trees, but that's crazy. Look at that. Wow. Welcome to Today in Space. You can see the tail and everything. Wow, that almost fell on me. That is so awesome. I'm waiting for the camera on the right here. That is so crazy. Wow. These are just 10-second exposures. Look at the tail. Wow. That is so cool that you can see this tail going all the way across here. And of course, naturally, if we stack these, it's going to be even better. We're just going to wait just a little bit longer here, and then we can actually get it where I can start guiding. And I'm trying to do it where I can adjust the image. But every time it does that, the new image comes in. But what I could do, actually, is this. Here's what I can do. Everybody wants to see it. Here's what we'll do. Oh, we gotta save them. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna touch anything. We're rocking and rolling right now. I want to get it where I can get it where do there. We'll do a 20-second exposure, so this way I can see the tail even more. There we go. Let's see, there's star drift. Okay, we can't do 20 seconds. So I would say 15 is the absolute max that we can do. Okay. 15 is the best I can do. Yeah, that's better. There we go. The camera on the left is just an absolute phenomenal image of this comet. That is just crazy. Well, the green that Mark points out is that with a colored camera, I mean, I can get it with the camera on the right. Camera on the left is a monochrome, so you won't see color with the camera on the left. Well, the reason why more than 20 is this is unguided. The guider's still through the trees. That's the problem that I'm having, is I can't see through the trees. And I can't get it. Let me go to 2.5. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I'm still through the trees. Yeah, that's the problem. I can't guide. So I'm shooting this comet without any guiding. So if I were to take this and then go to 200%, you could see that there's actual star drift. See how there's star drift here? Even at 15 seconds, I'm still getting some major drift. So I have to go down to 10 seconds. The one on the right, yeah, there is a little bit of green. You can see that, but I have a sky glow filter which turns it green too. And you can see there's a little bit of star drift. And what you'll actually see is you'll see these stars and comet move because this is not guiding. See how it moved? Now this is a little bit better. There's less drift, but there's still some drift. So with me not guiding, I can't. We might be good here. Hang on. Let's try to guide here. Let's do this real quick and see what happens. It's gonna be close. Let's try. We're going to try to guide here real quick to see if we can get a perfect pinpoint picture here. Alright. Started the guider, so here we go. The branch got in the way. Naturally. Almost there. Come on, guider. That's right. Friggin' trees. Stupid friggin' trees. Just want to get one amazing shot of this comet, and then I'll be happy. Where there's like no drift at all, like nothing. Exactly, Sammy. That is exactly right. It's the red green. It's actually red green green blue, is what this one is, which is crazy to think about. It's a Bayer matrix is what it's called. Which you're right. One red, two greens, one blue. Add the sky glow filter, and it's really green. Nailed it right on the top of the head. That's exactly right. That's what it is. It's a Bayer matrix that I have to use. I have to de-Bayer every single image, and that's exactly what it does. Which is crazy to think about. Alright, so now we're done the west step, and now we're going to do the east step. So we need to tell this guider to go as fast as it possibly can before we hit more trees. Come on, go faster. Alright, now we're going to go back to east. It's a race against time right now. Haha! I mean, still, this is an absolutely, even with the drift, this is still a phenomenal shot. Wait till we get actual guiding going. And the way that this looks here, the camera on the right, so when you see this, it looks drifted only because we're calibrating the guider right now. So everything's going to be elongated, so it kind of looks like an egg. But once we get this set and ready to go, we'll be ready. It's gonna go off the screen. Shoot! Shoot. Okay, now we're guiding. So now we should have no drift at all. Now the stars should look pinpoint now. Okay. So now what we should do is we'll take longer exposures because now we won't have any problems now. There. Now we'll take longer exposures on both, and now we should be in good shape. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy. You can watch the sunset. I am Groot. So you could see the tail on this comet on the camera on the right. There you go. So you could see the tail on the camera on the right. So that's pretty sweet. And then the camera on the left, stars are looking really good. And now I have 45 seconds, or 30 seconds now, so now I have enough time to adjust the curve to see the actual tail. Alright. That's amazing. We're going to come into more trees, but that's fine. We got a good shot of this, so I'm very, very, very happy with this. There you go. There's your tail. That is epic. Yes. I mean, I could move it just a slight bit up so I can get more of the tail, because this tail is gigantic. And to do this in color, I don't have a motorized filter wheel, so I can't get this in color with the camera on the left, which I'm okay with. I'm not going to worry about it too much. But the camera on the right is pretty sweet. This is what it looks like, the full window. It's going all the way down. What I'll do... It's just so cool. I'll probably go maybe 25 of these, maybe 30. Absolutely phenomenal. That is just crazy, the tail. I mean, that's just amazing. Yeah, I have dust motes, but with flats, this will go away. I'm not worried about that, because what I can do is I could take that and I could be able to get it. Whoa! We lost tracking there. Well, because I think we're behind for the guiders behind the tree. Okay, we're going to be behind a tree, but I got what I needed. That's the most important part, is I got it. Trying to get the whole tail. There we go. Let's try that, see if that works. I think now we're just about getting too low. Trying to center it here. Alright, we should be good right about there. But we can't find any stars in the guider. That's poopy. Alright, so then what we'll do is we'll bring it down to... I want to try to get as much as I can of this before it's too late. And by the way, we're saving every single image here, so... If it survives, exactly. So if I were to take this and then use... mean, I'm really stretching it, but it's pretty amazing. That's unguided. So we've taken over 460 images of this. So we've got it with the guider, we got it without the guider. I think we did pretty darn good. It's just that where it's located here in certain parts. So in other words, like if you're looking at the left-hand side right here where these trees are, that's where the guider is. So it's almost impossible to guide through this, and it's all I'm getting is just dark, as you could tell on the bottom right hand for the camera. And then the camera on the right, which you're not seeing anything. Because it's behind a tree. So you're not seeing nothing. But the camera on the left, it's just above the tree line where I can get it. So there was that slight window of opportunity, which we got it. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to the next object. We got what we needed with the comet. I'll be taking a look at images individually and all that wonderful good stuff, so we'll see what we get with that, which is awesome. We're going to move to another object. So we say goodbye to the comet, and I did get some good shots, and I'm very happy with that. You know, you gotta make do with what you got, and I'm very ecstatic, very ecstatic with some of the shots. And it's like planetary, you know, you don't know what you're gonna get. You know, you just gotta just try and hope for the best. So we're gonna do a batch save. We're gonna save 460 images. This will take some time, and I'm fine with that. So it's going to save each and every one of them individually. So it's going to take some time to save all of them. 460 images. But while it's saving them, we're going to go and we're going to flip it back to preview on the camera on the right. And we can see what we get on this. Welcome, Joanne. But as you can tell, the camera on the right, we got nothing. We are going to move the camera, and we're going to move to some familiar objects and whatnot, so we're going to have some fun. Whoops, wrong way. Okay. Let's see where we are here. Let's take a look. Alright, we're just waiting for it to slow down. Ah! Right in the middle. Ha! Fantastic. But I think there's trees on this one, too. Ah, there's a little bit of trees. Are you kidding me? Alright, so the camera on the right, okay, I'm just going to show you what we're going to get. We're going to take a 45-second exposure. Just going to take a quick shot here. Alright, here comes a 40-second exposure here. On the camera on the right. Camera on the left is still saving images right now, so it's going to take some time for that one to go through. Alright, let's take a look and see here. What do we got here? What do we got? It is in the middle of the screen. We may have to get away from these stupid trees. Yeah, that's it right there. So we're in the midst of getting the whirlpool, which is M51. That doesn't look so good. Ha! Probably because we're still pretty low in the horizon. So actually, we may have to flip over to the northern side. Still saving images, by the way. Yeah, it's right here. Just we gotta wait for the guider to catch up. And we gotta wait for the other images to catch up. So we're just gonna listen to some music. Just relax for a little bit. Just gonna wait. We're just gonna enjoy the comet, which is always so nice. While we wait for 460 images to save. I don't want to lose these, so that's why I want to save them now rather than lose them. That is correct. It is right off the Big Dipper. And if I were to take this and move this over here, okay, that's M51 right there. If I were to take here, I can make this bigger here. Okay. You can see exactly where the Big Dipper is. Right there. And there's your Big Dipper right there. That's Ursa Major. Ursa Major. Right there. So you can see it right there. There's one star going all the way across. There's the cup, which is right there. And then this is M51, which is right there. So I can go to any object. I can go to M101. I could try that and see. But right now, we're just waiting for the images to save. Welcome, Kim. We are just waiting. From what it looks like right here, as this is M51, we're just waiting for this to save. Kind of crazy that we have to save 462 images, but I'd rather have them saved than it to crash and not have any images at all, and then everything all goes to waste. So but while we're waiting, you can see exactly where Comet Neowise is in comparison to where we were and where we are now. Okay, so looking at this here, Comet Neowise is right there. Okay, that's Comet. And then move on up, and then you have M51, which is right there. Now, the horizon is right here. This white line that you see here, it's like you tilting your head to the right. That's the horizon. So you can see how far, or how not far, Neowise is from the horizon and where we were and where we're going to. So you're gonna see trees all throughout here, which means it's pretty hard to get Neowise. Which we literally, what it's doing is it's cutting through here, and we had trees right here. And the trees go all the way up to about where Canis Venatici is, and we were lucky enough to get this right between two big trees. And we nailed it just right, which is nice. So now we're just waiting for them to save. And Kim, don't worry, I'm going to show some pictures. Once this saved, I'm going to go back. And I'm going to use the adjust image just to see what we got. So give it a few more minutes. And we'll see what we get here. But I'm trying to think where we can go next. What is M94? Well, M94 is right here. And that's off of Canis Venatici. Now it's a spiral galaxy. It's not an exactly great galaxy. It's a spiral bard, and you're not going to see too much, especially with the equipment that I have. It's not big by any means at all. If anything, it's actually smaller than M51. M101 is going to show up bigger, but it's fainter. But I should be able to get that, and I've gotten it before with the monochrome camera. M106, again, is another small galaxy. M109 is, again, very, very, very small. I can get these, but it's not going to be great. M97 is the owl, and M108 is right off of it. It's right next to it. So there's a lot of small little galaxies that we've gotten back in April. All of these ones. And these are on the rebound is what I would call it. So in other words, if I'm taking this here and I'm flipping this, okay, and I can actually zoom out here, okay. All right, here we go. And I could take this and flip this. So this way now you see north is right in the middle. This is north, cutting right through to the northern star. So that's Polaris right there. So this is the northern star. Everything all goes counterclockwise around this star. So you see how it's like a record. It's going all the way around. So where these objects are on the left-hand side, they were over here in this area in April at this time. Now we're in July, so now we're 3 months, almost 4 months now. They have done a complete 180. So now we're getting all of these objects, and for viewers like Amol, Andromeda's coming up. Now Andromeda is almost at that point where I can get it. We're so close. Right now, to the second, Andromeda sits, I'm going to tell you right now, at 25 degrees above the horizon right now. So we're getting closer. I would say about another 2 to 3 weeks at this time, it'll be right about here, and that's where I want it, in this area right here. You want to get it right in this area right here, right where Cassiopeia is. So if I were to scroll this over just a little bit here, Andromeda sits right there, just on the edge there. I'll zoom out just a little bit more here. There we go. There's Andromeda right there. That's M31. So you'd want to get it to right about on the edge of that screen. That's where I want it. To be at a decent time to get this. The objects that we've gotten up at this point, which is great, is that we've gotten, the Pelican, North American Nebula. We've gotten the Veil, which was Eastern and Western. We got the Bubble, we got the Cave, we got the Elephant Trunk. We finally got Cedarblad 214. We also got NGC 7822, which is cool. So there's a bunch of objects that we've got in Cepheus and Cygnus, Cygnus is called the Swan. We can move this all over here, so then you're going to see right there. Actually, you're going to move it over just a little bit more here. There we go. Alright, so now Andromeda's sitting up at the top left there. And then you have North American Nebula right there. The Veil sits right there. M27, that is the Dumbbell Nebula, which is right there. We've gotten that one before. M57, which is the Ring, we got that one. M39, which was a great star cluster, we got that one. And then up at the top again, we have M52, which is the Bubble. And then the Cave is this little tiny thing. Actually, you want to move it up just a little bit more. There we go. So this is M52 right there. Okay, and then the Cave is right there. That's C9 is what it's called. Now, ones that are going to be coming up in the next 2 to 3 months, there is a lot more that I would love to get. And by the way, I want to make sure to let Amol know, because I know he's going to make this joke, and I know it's coming, and it's coming very soon. Okay? He wants to know, and I'm going to pull it up right here. I'm going to click it just for him. Okay? And I'm going to zoom in on it. Give it a second. There it is. Move it over here. Just for him. Just below the horizon right now. There you go. Uranus has not come up yet. There's Uranus right there. I know that joke was long due. But yeah, there's Uranus right there. Ha ha. But objects that are going to be coming up over the next 2 to 3 months that I would like to get, whether it's hydrogen alpha, which we've done, or regular in color, okay? M33 is a really good one. I can't wait to get M33. That's the other pinwheel. So there's 2 objects that are called pinwheel. So you have M101, which is the pinwheel, and M33, which is the pinwheel. So there's 2 different ones. So there's we're going to get this one. That's next. That sits below Andromeda. So Andromeda would be the next big one. Okay. Then you have M33, which I'd like to get. M34 is another star cluster. Okay. And then if you scroll up, these right here. This is the Heart and Soul. This one I would love to just go nuts in hydrogen alpha. The Heart and Soul is gigantic. It's IC 1805. Would love to get the Heart and Soul and use it as a mosaic, but it's going to be gigantic. And you can see how big it is with the field of view. So, I'd like to get the Pac-Man, which is this one right here. It's called IC 1590 or NGC 281. That is the Pac-Man Nebula, which just sits off of the constellation. Actually, you can't see it. I'm gonna move it again. I forgot. There we go. There you go. IC 1590 or NGC 281. That is the Pelican. Not the Pelican. The Pac-Man. The other one I'd like to get is Gamma Cygni, which is IC 63. It's a double nebula right off the star of Navi. I'd like to get those 2. That's coming up soon. Very soon. Those are going to be great ones I'd like to get in hydrogen alpha. They're extremely faint. I'd like to try again for VDB1. VDB1 sits off of star HD 123, which is actually off the star of Beta Cassiopeia. M76 is another one I'd love to get. M76 is called the Little Dumbbell Nebula. You can see that there's this vast knowledge of stars and objects, and the reason why I know most of these is because I used Dobson and learned where every single object was in the sky. So I can tell where each thing is and just go and literally just star hop. Kind of like what Mark D'Antonio does every single night is he'll go and he'll tell you where everything is in the sky. Once you learn where the stars are, it's almost like it's a roadmap to success. You just pretty much know where everything is. And I like to show this stuff, which is nice. Then when you get down to below the horizon now, but will be coming up later this summer, early fall, is you have NGC 1499, which that's the California Nebula, which I'd like to get. That'll be fun. And then M45. Would love to get M45, which is the Pleiades. So there are tons and tons and tons of objects. And yes, I am just wasting time right now while we're saving images, because it's going to take like 20 minutes to save every single image. It's 462 images. So it's a lot. But we're learning. We're learning as we go along. We're learning to see where each object is in the sky. Because then that will take us to fall going into winter. Because then you have Orion, which is right below that. So then you have the Witch Head, which is this thing right here. This actually sits off the star Sirius, or Beta Orion. And then you have M42, which is the Orion Nebula. And then you have NGC 2023, which is the Flame Nebula, which actually goes right off of the Horsehead. And then hopefully, what I'd like to do this winter is get Bernard's Loop. Bernard's Loop sits right here. This is this wide thing here. And I'd like to get from end to end, top to bottom, left to right, the entire constellation of Orion in Hydrogen Alpha. That would be the big, huge project. I'd like to get this whole thing. It's going to take some time, but I would love to do it. I think it would be phenomenal to do. So, that's it in a nutshell. And we're still waiting for images to save. we're still waiting. Yes, and the Rosette. The Rosette is actually this one, the NGC 2238, which just sits off of it. But then you also have the Christmas Tree Cluster, the Cone Nebula, the Flaming Star Nebula. There's just so much in the winter that I would love to get. And it was so hard to get these objects last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because it was so cold. And I'd have to drag the stuff out there, get it all set up, get it polar aligned, then I'd have to get it ready, and then it would just take so long to do, and then when I was done at the end of the night, then I'd have to drag it all back in. So it just took so much time to do, and was such a pain in the butt. Now I don't have to worry about any of that, which is nice. And knowing that we have the filters, we can be able to get certain things even though when it's cold out, we still will be able to do it, which is nice. So we're going to move this back down. Okay. Alright, and then and we're still waiting. Let me see how far we are for saving, because we're at 462. Let me see how many we got here. We're at 297 out of 462. We're almost there. So we're officially... Oh yeah, Sammy, that's what I bought the wheelie bar. And it made life so much easier for me with the wheelie bar that I had everything plugged in, used a 30-foot cord, and just wheeled it out there every single night, which was nice. But still, I had to polar align, get it ready. It was still a pain in the butt. But it was worth it at the same time because it just beat, you know, going out there, setting up with the mount, plugging everything in. God knows if anything was going to work. So that would have been a pain in the butt. So right now we're about 75% of the way there from saving images. We're at 308 right now. Just about there. Just about there. And if we wait a little bit longer, we might be able to get Andromeda. Andromeda would have to be, in order to get this where I want it. We're about 20 minutes away to get it where I want it, so almost. So we're at 319 images saved. So let's just relax for a little bit. We're at 325 of 462. There's not much I can really do until it's officially saved. Which, that's the terrible part about this program, is that it won't let you take images while it's saving. And if you're taking images like with a comet, taking 15-second or 40-second images, you're going to have almost 1,000 images. And it takes like 30 seconds to save each image, which is terrible. But if you're taking 10-minute images, you might only have 5 or 6, which is not that bad. So this is taking a while. Of course, naturally, we can always just admire it, which is always nice. Who in here wants to see Andromeda? I know a lot of people do. I'm just hoping it's going to be high enough. Alright, so what we're going to do is, while we're waiting for the images to save, because we're almost done with saving the images, is I'm going to go outside real quick and I'm going to make sure that this doesn't, like, any, like, cords get tangled or anything. We're going to move this to Andromeda. So... Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna move this mount. Make sure we're good to go. I'm also gonna get a drink too. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be high enough. We can check and see. I can't make any guarantees. Let's see where we are on the camera on the right. Let's see. Well, we're high enough. Well, that's good. We're high enough on the one camera. We're just a slight bit out of focus, too. That's okay. I can fix that. That's easy enough. Let's fix that now while we're waiting. So let's go back out there and fix that because I don't have the AccuFocus on this one. Let's get that fixed. Alright. That's pretty good in focus. Oh, that's pretty good. And now, let's do some plate solving. Yeah, it happens like that. I'm sorry, Joanne. Alright. Alright, so now every image has now been saved for that camera, so now we're good to go with that, so that's good. Alright, now file, save. Okay, save. Plate solve. There we go. Now we're going to plate solve it. And while it's plate solving, let's go back and let's look at some images. So the camera on the left, we can actually look at some of these here. So we can look at that one. That one's pretty cool. So we can adjust it on the curves, where we can actually get some of the tail. There you go, look at that. Now you're gonna get some dust motes naturally, but still. And how it goes all the way down like that is just incredible. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so we confirmed it. Now we synced it, so we're not that far off on it, so that's good. Alright, we should be right on top of it now. Let's take another 24-second image, see where we are. We should be literally right on top of Andromeda right now. So we may be able to image on one camera, but not the other until it hits a little bit higher, and then we'll image on both. So let's see what we get here. This is after plate solving. Yep. Okay, right where we need to be. Fantastic. And it looks like we're just above the roof too, with the camera on the right. Let's zoom in on this too, on the Meade camera. Granted, yes, there was some drift, and that's okay. I just want to see the tail. That's ultimately what I want to see. That is so cool. It's amazing how bright this thing is. I mean, I could take this thing and I can go all the way down here. Where you can actually see the actual comet itself. That's just crazy. Huh, that was an inverted one. Oh, how cool is that? I didn't realize I did inverted on this one. Oh, how cool is that? You can actually see the tail in inverted. Huh. How cool is that? Huh. How awesome. You learn new things every day, right? Alright, so we got it on the one camera. We're just waiting on the other one. So we're taking an image right now. We're taking a 70-second exposure on the camera on the right of Andromeda, just to see what we get, as it's just reaching above the roof. Alright, let's see what we get. So there's a little bit more than a minute exposure, so we'll see what we get on the camera on the right. Looks like focus is not too bad either, so we should be in good shape. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's perfect. How are the stars? Pretty good. I like that. Good. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll start off with a 360-second exposure just to see what we get here. M31. And go. Exactly. I like M31. I remember getting M31 for the very first time, and it was different getting it for the very first time. We're taking a 6-minute exposure on the camera on the right. See what we get. Camera on the left, we're still waiting to get above the getting it above the roof. Still waiting. We're about 10 minutes away from getting it on the other camera. So as soon as this image is done, we should be able to see it on the other camera. Exactly. But it is getting closer to us every single second, as the galaxy is actually on a collision course with us. We're almost done with this image here. Alright, here we go. We're going to see what we get here. Chase the histogram because it's going to be bright. I tried to do it just before the last second. Here. There we go. Shifted it over a little bit. Now granted, this is a 6-minute image that is, you know, not stacked or anything, just a straight up image, which is nice. Light pollution is terrible. Stupid light pollution. Well, let's see where we're at here. Let's see on the other camera. 'Cause I want to see it on the monochrome, but we just have to just keep waiting and see. Almost. Well, that's pretty awesome. Now see, this is like the end right here. This is the end of the roof right here, so we're just about there. It don't look too bad, actually. It don't look bad at all. So this is the center of M31 right here. And you can just barely see the dark lane right here. There's a little dust lane right here. Right here. And if you just follow it down, going all the way down, there's that little dust lane right there. If I were to take and zoom it out, now it's going to take up this whole screen. So it's going to go from one end to the other. So down here, all the way up. Getting closer. And here comes the next image. Let's see what we got here. Ready? Let's see what the stars do. We ready, everyone? Oh, much better. Much better. Stars look pretty good. Can't complain here. I see some stars on the bottom right, so slowly but surely, we're getting closer. I see stars. If you're looking down right over here, in this area right there, there's going to be some stars showing up, which means Andromeda's going to start coming into view on this one. Here we go. Get ready. Oh, I'm starting to see it. Starting to come into view. I think that's the smaller one. I don't think that's the big one. I think that's the really tiny one. The one that, I think it's like M101, or not 101, but like, there's a smaller one that's next to it. Well, that is it. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna have to move it then. Okay. Yeah, that is it. Okay. There's the small one. Okay. We're just going to stop it here. And then we're going to just move it just a slight bit. So we're going to do 1, 2. What is that going to do? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to move it so I can get it in the middle of this telescope. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. There we go. That should do it. That should be right in the middle. So you're watching it on the camera on the left, and you're going to see it move closer to the middle. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Right there. That'll be dead center. That's perfect. That's dead center. Excellent. That's exactly what I want. What's crazy about this camera on the left is it's only a 5-second image. Sammy. Alright, we're going to take a 6-minute image on the camera on the left, and we'll see what we get. So, Ron, this is actually M31. This is M31 and M32. Kim is correct. M32 is this little baby galaxy right there. And M31 is just going to be this friggin' monster. It's going to be, this whole thing is going to be filled. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely nuts. And then, if you look carefully, you're going to notice there's going to be another galaxy which is going to be called Andromeda 1, and that's this thing right here. This is going to be Andromeda 1. And then you're actually going to have a couple of galaxies over here that you're going to notice. So this is going to be up here. You're going to have Mael 2 and Mael 3 is going to be over here. Andromeda 3 will be somewhere in this area right here. So there's going to be a lot of activity in this image. Again, this is a 5-second image at 20 gain. We're going to take a 6-minute image, so you're going to really see some detail on the camera on the left. Camera on the right, it's going to be interesting to see what we get. Alright, here comes the first image here on this one. That's with the guiding and everything here on the camera on the right. Not bad. Alright, there we go. So now you'll be able to see the image on the right, which actually looks not too bad. And now the camera on the right is done. Let's take a look and see what we got. Looks like a pretty smooth image to me. That looks pretty darn smooth. Oh, wow. Yeah, you could definitely see detail and everything on it. That's really cool. On your Mead, do you have issues with the amp glow? What model Mead is it? I'm looking to get into a mono camera. They are so much more sensitive. Yeah, the camera that I have, it's a Mead DSI 4, which is called a Deep Sky Imager. So it's DSI 4. It's a monochrome camera. It's amazing. It actually is an absolutely phenomenal camera. The sensitivity on it is like second to none. I mean, from what I've been seeing, go to 200% here. Focus is off by just just a hair. I thought I fixed that. Still not bad though. Thought I fixed the focus. Look at that. Whew. Look at the dust lane. Look at, you got one big dust lane here. You got another dust lane right there. Whew. Going back here, nice coincidences. Pluto will always be a planet. In my opinion, yes, Pluto is always going to be a planet, in my opinion. You betcha. 6 shot, yes it is. The core is super bright. The problem is with this one is you have to take a whole bunch, and then this goes with Ron asking, what do we have to do to stack this? Is what I did in the past is you have to take a whole bunch of long exposures and then a whole bunch of short exposures, cut out the middle, and then blend it together, so you're going to get a nice core along with the dust lanes around the corners. Remember exactly where I was driving when they announced Pluto wasn't. I was in shock, thought my whole schooling was a lie. Exactly. I was mad when they said that. Run an autofocus. Well, problem is I don't have autofocus. I am doing this with my AccuFocus, which I can just do straight from here. I can just push a button and do it. But I think, looking at that, that's not focus. That is drift issue. looking at that. So we'll see what the next image looks like, and then if it moves, then I know it's a little bit of a drift. Yeah, and then there's the galaxy up at the top left, which is that one right there. So that is absolutely phenomenal. Let me zoom out a little bit. We'll go to 50% here. The stupid dust motes piss me off too. I'll have to clean this sensor again, or the front of the camera. Yeah, there's a big dust mote right here. Stupid dust mote. And also the reason why this is black up here is because it's moving away from the roof. So this right here is part of the roof of the house. So once this moves away, this is going to get even more in detail. You're going to start to see the dust lanes on the outer edge. So you'll be able to get all of this. So the next image, which will be coming up very shortly, we'll be able to see what it looks like. And actually, looking at this here, it's guiding is not too bad at all. Guiding looks like it has settled down big time. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's not focused, so that's good. Good. So that was just drift. Let's take a look and see. Let's go to 50%. So yeah, because now it's virtually gone. So now we should be able to get better detail here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. And what's amazing about this is that looking at this on the 42-inch television is even better. This one dust mote's gonna freaking piss me off. It's this dust mote right here. If it wasn't there, we'd be in great shape. This is the whole frame. This is the whole sensor. Let's see what we get here. Yeah. It's actually two, it looks like, I think. No, just one. Okay. That's incredible. Cameras are not connected to Wi-Fi. My bad eyes require autofocus. I do not. Yeah, it's a stupid dust mote. It's like I have two gigantic ones. I have this one right here, and then I have this one right here. And then there's like two miniature ones. There's one here and one there. And I use an air spray. I did not, Astro-Imaging. Let me take a look. Pulling it up right now for you. Oh, wow. You actually did Andromeda without any stars at all on Instagram. That's crazy. How'd you manage to do that? That's a beautiful image. Yeah, I see the Starless one on Instagram. If you ever get a chance, go on his page. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I just posted both links for you. Absolutely incredible. It does. It's post-processing. It will get the dust motes out of there. This is not processed. This is just solely me stretching the histogram so you guys can see the detail. Like if I were to hit reset, okay? I'm gonna hit reset. This is the image that is just out of the camera. This is it. So you don't see much. But if I were to take this and stretch the histogram and then take this one and bring it down, you're going to start to see detail. You'll see a ton of detail all throughout here. Of course, naturally, when you stretch the image out so much, you get the outside looks like it's vignetting. And that's just because you're just stretching it out so much. If that makes any sense. "40 minutes, no calibration frames." That's crazy. It's a hell of a lot better than mine. Are all galaxies the same age? I mean, to me, that's a great question. I mean, I would say, in my opinion, no. I would think that some galaxies die out, some galaxies merge together. There was one galaxy that actually merged into another that was a gigantic galaxy. Let me look. It was IC 1101. That's what it is. And it's what's called an elliptical galaxy. Which is 2,000 times more massive than the Milky Way, and is about 5.5 million light years across. But I do know that it did eat another galaxy, which means the galaxy that it ate is dead. Yes, they do. Cannibalistic. What? Yeah, I know what you mean. It was created in stages, but yeah. Exactly. We're just like on the brim of learning stuff. So we'll just get just a couple more of these and then we will call it a night. Alright, so we'll take one more image on the left and then we'll be done for the night. Oh, there was a satellite that just went right through the image. Let's take a look and see what that was that passed right by. Yep, there it is. I think that's what it was. Nope, that wasn't it. Nope, 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 that wasn't it. It literally went right through the middle of the galaxy. I don't know what that was. That very well could have been a plane that went right through. Huh. I don't know if anybody could see it if it's like faint, but you could just follow the mouse here going right across. Interesting. And I don't know what that was. A quad band filter. That's crazy. Well, no problem, Joanne. I figured I'd text you and let you know, or message you and let you know. The Astro-Imager says there's been no clear skies for the UK for weeks. Possibly, hopefully, tomorrow. Yeah, I don't foresee that one being. Let me zoom out. Let me see. Go to 33%. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just a, Weird. Alright. So, we done. It's 1 a.m. We had fun. We got the comet. I'll be looking at most of the images tomorrow. And we got M31. How awesome is that? Yeah, definitely. Collaboration, I would love that. That would be phenomenal. We could have loads of fun with that. I have to work in the morning. So I promised myself no later than 1 a.m. It's 1:01 now. And we are done. So I want to thank everyone for stopping in, even if it was for 10 minutes or the full 3 hours. We had fun. So I want to thank Astro-Imager, Kim, Sammy Airlines, Mr. Ron, Earth Radio. Alright. I want to thank, and I know I saw, who else was on? Mole, Troy. I know you guys were on earlier today in space. Justin was on for a little bit earlier. A Mole. It's always good to see people come in. It's just super awesome. And all the lurkers out there. 6 a.m. for Astro-Imager, 102 for Kim. I know it's midnight for Mr. Ron. So, thank you guys. Tomorrow, it's iffy. Very iffy. I don't think it's going to be clear, but I'll let everyone know. We might have a processing party. We haven't had one of those in forever. I think we'll go over most of the images and everything. So I think that's what we'll do. Is tomorrow night, we'll go through some images. We'll take a look and see what we got. Because we've had about 6 weeks of imaging that we haven't even touched. The latest one that we did, which was for Cedarblad 214 and NGC 7822, we haven't even touched that one, and I'd like to see what that is for a mosaic. Worked on the crescent going all the way up to the Seder complex, so I got that one to do. We could date all the way back to where we were in April when we were imaging 7 nights in a row with the Hercules cluster. We did that in color. We did the iris in color. So there's so many different objects that we need to take care of. So tomorrow, let's plan on it. I promise. Let's plan on it. Let's do a processing party. Tomorrow's what? Monday? Monday night processing party. I like it. So that's what we'll do. So we'll let this song play out. That's what we'll do. So processing party, I'm trying to think. I'm working until 8, so how does 10 p.m. sound? I think we'll do a 10 p.m. Eastern time. So that's what we'll do. So 10 p.m. Eastern time. That would be 7 p.m. Pacific. For Australian time, that would be, I think, like 11 a.m. No, probably be lunchtime. Lunchtime. That's right. Yeah, it'd be just about lunchtime for Astro-Imager. But I'll let the song play out. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Bye.